Hey hustlers, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. There's no training, there's no tutorial. We're actually about to host our own meetup. So why don't you come with me? We head over there right now. We're hosting it in this elite premier Dallas bar that is dedicated for networking and is also my co-working space. So let's get going. And I honestly don't know what to expect. Last time I had 2 RSVPs and 9 people showed up, or actually 10 people showed up. Out of those 10, I knew 3 already, so 7 people that I had no idea who they were showed up. This time, and when I say last time, there was a month ago, it was a test run. I didn't know who was gonna show up, so I didn't record it. This is the second time we do this meetup, specifically designed for influencers in Dallas to connect. This time I have 18 RSVPs, but I have no idea how many are gonna show up. So let's see how many actually show up. Maybe I end up just talking by myself on the camera. Let's do it. Alright guys, so I got here after that crazy traffic. Usually it's a 9-minute drive, it was like 30. But I got here, I keep getting messages from people on the Meetup app that they're not gonna be able to show up. Either they're sick or they have car issues. So I really don't know who's gonna show up, but if one person shows up, we're gonna probably interview him. This is the place right now, let me show you. It's called the Network Bar. And I'm gonna show you real quick, but it's a members only bar that acts as my co-working space because they have pretty cool tables to work, designed specifically to work. They have conference rooms, they let you host your own events. So it's a pretty cool spot I wanna show you. So let me give you the quick tour right here. Literally, while I was making the tour and just recording around, I got 2 more messages from people that is not going to show up. So I really don't know what to expect. I don't know how many people is going to show up. But you know what? This is part of starting something new, starting a new project. Of course, you know, it's not going to take off right away. I wouldn't expect 100 people. So as long as somebody else is here with me so that I'm not by myself here on happy hour, it'll all be good. Well, tell us your story then.
Oh my God.
How did you get into that?
Yeah, so I actually started this journey about 3 years ago. It was really, I came from doing makeup for women, right?
Okay.
So like the most amazing moment is when that woman realizes that she's just as beautiful as the cover models and everything and all that stuff, right? And so this is like me getting back out there, like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm back out. Don't
I like Facebook and Instagram. Start off on Instagram and I can just connect everything to Facebook because that's where I won't say my audience because I'm still trying to build an audience, but just all of my friends started on Facebook and kind of migrated to Instagram.
What about you? What's your plan to promote it?
It's really through all the channels. So I'm, like we talked about last time, I'm using Hootsuite to manage all my social media platforms. So I set a schedule, you know, every Sunday morning or Sunday evening, just go ahead and front load everything for the entire week. So all the content, all the photos, all the quotes, all that kind of stuff, just so it's done, so I don't have to worry about it. And then still have the opportunities for those impromptu moments, you know, like tonight or, you know, other events that you may go to kind of sprinkle in.
Right.
And, you know, I know that there's, you know, varying perspectives in terms of, you know, the frequency of posting and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting attention, how to get attention, how to keep attention, how to multiply that attention.
You mentioned something earlier that you did, and I was kind of curious as to how you did it, how you were able to get on shows with people who had larger audiences and broader audiences than you. Like, how did you do that? How were you able to
step by step or kind of like at a glance? Step by step. So usually there's little hacks, I would call them, where you can go to Google and you can search for, when you do quotation, like a word on quotation, Google will look for websites that have that exact same word as you typed it. So what I would do is look for something like quotation, be on this show. quotation mark, and then just look it like that. And then you take it to the next level and you add the niche. Like I was looking for business and then quotation, be on this show, or entrepreneurship and then be on this show. So I started adding a bunch of them into a spreadsheet and then just pull their email address. And then I will go listen maybe 5-10 minutes just to see what they're about, maybe because if you just cold email them like that, it's like, hey, have me on your show. They do that to me all the time. It's like I don't even read the message. So what I would do is like listen to at least the last episode. Like, hey, I like when you talked about this. So I got their attention. So I would get a reply maybe 4 out of 6 times, which was a little bit better.
Yeah,
that's actually very high.
Yeah,
that's a high conversion.
yeah, and most of them, I would say maybe 2 that say, reply and said no, but almost everybody said, oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I ended up buying because I wanted there is like an elite podcast microphone that is like $350 or even more than that. I can't remember the brand. It's like, well, I don't want to spend that much. So I found this. It's like a shotgun. So it's used to record movies. But this guy was using it for a podcast. And I listened to the quality of this one and the 400 whatever. And they sounded exactly the same. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
And I stick to it. It sounds really good.
Because of our social media and because we're so deeply connected and entrenched in our highlight reels of everyone's life, that we do get a little bit caught into comparison or trying to mimic the lives of other people that we really admire. And I think that it's really important to kind of look in the mirror and who are you, and get back to who you are. And so a lot of what I'm wanting my message to the world now is like, be the best you from the inside out, and creating exercises and tools that help people do that.
There's one particular where I kind of put it's like a job posting. It looks like a job posting, and you basically put, I'm a producer, I'm looking for this type of guest. Send me your pitch. So that time I got like 200 pitches, just like crazy. And I mean, it's not like, hey, I went just the UK, but I got several people. One of them is one of the biggest podcasts in the UK, and I mean, I interviewed him right away, and then we did it backwards too, so he interviewed me. But that's how from there I can ask me like, hey, who else and around you that can connect. Now here's the cool thing that I love about podcasts, and especially in your case, is the perfect icebreaker. So when you try to connect with someone else and you want to learn either from them or you want to pitch them a product, whatever, it's going to be very salty if you cold do it. But if you pitch it like, hey, I want you to, you're a leader in the industry, I want to interview you for my podcast. Oh yeah, let's do it. So and then from there you build a relationship, and then now you can take it to the next level.
When you did the podcast or interview with like the person that's overseas, what did you use? Did you do like the what do they do, the Google Chat, or?
I use Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I love it because the very first interview I did it on Skype, and Skype froze, and then the audio was horrible. Everything went wrong. It was like, damn it. I had to do a lot of fix up. So from there, I did a lot of research. Like, okay, which is the best? Of course, all of them have pros and cons.
Sure.
But Zoom got to be like the leading one. So I got the pro account, which is like, they have a free one.
Yeah.
Which
I know.
I don't know if you use it. Do you use it?
Yeah,
okay.
I've used it, but not for podcasts.
Okay. So the cool thing is that it can record on your computer, it can record on the cloud. So there's, no matter what, there's plan A and plan B. So whether something goes wrong, there's always something else.
Gotcha.
That's really what sold me. It's okay, so I can record local and also on the cloud. And yeah, I was sold.
Got it. Did you do it on your, like from your desktop or on your phone? Because I know Zoom has the mobile.
I do it from the laptop, because the webcam's better.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And because I use the Yeti, for the interviews I use the Yeti, and that's USB, it sounds so much better.
Yeah, okay.
There was one time that I forgot I had an interview right at the end when I was trying to struggle and it was way too much for me to handle.
Yeah.
So I forgot about that one and I jumped on the phone. I do sound like I'm on the phone and it doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, don't do that again.
Like, noted.
Yeah. But, I just didn't want to cancel on them. So it's like, yeah, I'm just going to jump in.
Yeah.
And try to make it, I found a nice background and just, it was quiet. There was no background noise, but yeah, it was kind of improvised.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I think this is mainly just on, or more on YouTube. But the haters are like crazy hardcore. Yeah, I don't want to say the word, but because I started getting haters like when I had 50 subscribers. It's like you can get to 2,000-3,000 on Facebook and nothing happens. On YouTube, it happens right away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, just kind of like give it a thumbs up, or yeah, you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
There's been people that there was one time this guy went into like, I would say maybe 6 videos, like one by one, just like gave me their hate. Like,
But
damn,
you know
like,
what?
how do you have that time?
Yeah,
to go do that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the haters is that one, they've watched all the videos, so
Right.
so thank you.
Right.
But I do know that a lot of people either don't do it because of that, like they're afraid, or other ones that are doing and they stop because they hear it.
Or maybe they're one of the people that got hated on. Stop doing it, and then they become a hater. Like, it's just
I'm gonna give this guy my piece of my mind. It's either trolling or faking it. Because I was talking to a friend, and it's like you produce, decent quality content and honest. Like I try to be very honest and transparent. Nothing is fake. But it's like it's hard to get attention. So I tell him I think I'm just gonna rent a car and a house and make some videos, and I'll get attention.
well, you know what that makes me think of? The whole Fire Festival.
Yes,
thing.
exactly.
Like,
that idea came after I watched that.
Oh, yeah.
it's like, that's what we need to do. I'll just rent a jet or go pay to be in a jet for a day.
Yeah. So there you have it, hustlers. The second meetup that we host for influencers, Instagrammers, podcasters, whoever is in DFW. Tag them below, tag them in the comments, invite them over. We have a lot of fun bouncing ideas off each other. That was a good 2 hours, plus probably like 2:30 hours that we talked about everything, just not just creating content, but actually dealing with haters and all this good stuff. I don't know how it sounds to you. I don't know how much content of that piece that we recorded we're actually going to use it when we edit, but overall it was a really good turnaround. The message of this video is really just whatever your idea is, just start it, just go do it. I love that old saying that says done is better than perfect, because you will get better with time. And this event has been in my mind for over a year, and we basically started 2 months ago. The reason why we started too late was because I just had a bunch of excuses that it was not going to work. So at this point, we're just going to launch another Hustle Show event, which is going to be for entrepreneurs in Dallas as well. I think that was going to explode a lot more because there's a lot more need for entrepreneurs and content creators here in Dallas. But I wanted to try it, I wanted to test it, and I wouldn't be happy if I didn't. So I hope you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave it in the comments if you like this type of vlogs rather than the educational videos or me teaching you strategies and things like that. If you want to just come with me, turn on the camera and do my day-to-day, which can be a little bit boring, but at the same time sometimes I do cool stuff, let me know in the comments and I'll be more than happy to bring you on board. Okay, talk to you on the next video. Bye.